Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. To start this project, I took 6 square signs that I found at the 99-cent only store and I set them apart. I used a baby butter knife to make lines on the wood, but I didn't actually need to do this until later, so we'll come back to that. These signs actually came with jute string hangers, so I removed the hanger and filled the holes with some spackle from Dollar Tree. I hate that I left all the tags on the back, but they were such a pain to get off, I just gave up. So if you have a tip on how to remove these easily, please leave that tip in the comment section below. I flipped the boards over and I secured them together using hot glue. I then glued on some jumbo popsicle sticks for some added support. I do buy my jumbo popsicle sticks at Walmart. Next, I flipped the board over again and I applied spackle over the vertical seams of the boards. I left the horizontal seam because I really want to make this sign mimic shiplap. I still felt like I needed some more security just with how big this whole sign is, so I took some basswood boards from another project I had and I glued them across the top and bottoms of the back of the sign with E6000 glue. I wanted a tight bond, so I tried using some clamps that I had from Dollar Tree, but they are not strong at all. So I ended up picking up some of the heaviest books I could find around the house and I laid them atop the sign while I had the glue dry. Sorry. Once the glue dried, I sanded the front of my sign and I painted it with white Waverly chalk paint. It took about 2 coats of paint to get full coverage, and then I took my vinyl weeding tool to clear the paint from that horizontal line. I really want that opening so that my sign resembles real shiplap. So if you don't have a weeding tool, you can use anything virtually that will fit in that space. A toothpick, a butter knife, a safety pin, just to give a few examples. After the paint dried, I used a butter knife to make shiplap lines on my board. Can you believe that? I used a butter knife, and it worked great. I'd like to take a quick break and just thank the host of this playlist, Heidi Sonboul. Heidi has 2 different channels. One is Heidi Sonboul DIY, one is Heidi Sonboul Home. She is such a wonderful and caring person, and she just hit 100,000 followers. What? And she stinking deserves it. I found her channel earlier this year and I was blown away by her generosity and just trying to help out smaller channels to get some views. And she only had like 30,000 followers at that time. And in a short 5 months, she has exploded. And it's only because she is paying it forward and she's getting the kindness in return. So good job, Heidi Sonboul. And everyone, if you haven't checked out her channel, do so right away. You won't regret it. She is so talented. Okay, back to my video. Using my Cricut, I put together this stencil using some leftover vinyl that I had. I will say that I really miss my silhouette. I don't know if others agree, but I had an older version of the silhouette and it had seen better days, so I was also swept away by just the hype of the Cricut machine. But in my opinion, the silhouette gives you way more freedom. I don't know if any of you agree or have had experiences with both machines, but I really dislike that I have to divide my large cuttings into 23.5-inch pieces. It's so annoying. The silhouette doesn't limit you how long your sign needs to be, and I really like that, so I actually might go back. I also really dislike that everything is online with Cricut, just in my opinion, I'm sorry. Anyway, I weeded the design and I taped the pieces together with some painter's tape. I placed the design on my board and then I painted over the stencil using a makeup sponge. For this color, I actually mixed a tiny bit of brown, just a basic brown, with 2 Waverly chalk paints in the colors Mineral and Elephant. I first did a very light coat of paint and then I went over it with a second coat of paint before removing the stencil. And then I finalized the painting by taking some of that paint and sponge and roughly going along the edges of the board to give it a distressed look. This last part is so wackadoo, I apologize, but all my footage disappeared, and this is what's left. And it's not even the part that worked out, it was just the blooper, so I will explain while you watch this blooper, and I'll actually show you how it turned out at the end. So for the second part of this project, I took 2 of these little signs from Dollar Tree. I painted the backgrounds of each in white Waverly chalk paint. I made stencils for both in two cute sayings, and then I used the same recipe of paint for the frames and some of the writing. The other colors I just mixed together for some custom color to my liking, but I also ended up using command strips to hang them because this obviously was a fail. Oh my goodness. I actually made this last year and I never got to show anyone because it was too late in the season to post the video. So I'm really happy that I can finally share them with everyone because they really did turn out super cute. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, the greatest compliment you can give is a thumbs up. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell for further updates. Thank you so much, Lori381 and Tarina28 for watching. Thank you everyone else for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting.